with Sam McDowell. Go ahead, Sam.
Hey, Tyrann.
Hey.
Can you kind of just describe the emotions of those last 2 minutes there? I mean, obviously you guys elected to try and go for the goal line stand. You get it, but there's a flag. I mean, what are the emotions of those last couple minutes there?
I mean, obviously, man, you never want to be in those kind of situations, especially, with the offense that we have. Obviously we would like to get off the field and give those guys at least, 45 seconds to a minute to kind of do what they need to do. Outside of that, I thought we fought pretty hard, when those guys did go down there. I didn't think today was our best day. I didn't think we tackled well. I didn't think we, really tried to stop deep balls, on the outside. And, I think playing cornerback in this league is a tough job. But we could get it done. We could do it. And just felt like today, just wasn't our day,
Let's go next to Adam Teicher. Go to Adam.
Tyrann, you talked about today just not playing well defensively. Any particular reason for that? And I know the Bengals are good and Chase is a really good player and Burrow's a good player, but any particular reason you felt like today was one of those days on defense?
Well, I just kind of, piggyback off, really what the theme was all week. And really it was how are we going to respond when those guys make a big play, when things don't go our way, when we can't get off the field. This is a response, driven league. And I just didn't think we responded well enough today. I know some people are going to talk about, certain calls that were made, late in the game. And, outside of that, I still feel like we could have responded, a lot better, defensively. Hats off to those guys. They got a great young, core that could really play football, so those guys were prepared. I just didn't think we responded, the way we were prepared to respond.
Let's go next to Pete Sweeney. Go, Pete.
Tyrann, I know you know Jamar Chase well with the LSU ties. Just what did you make of his day, and was there any chatter among you and Spags and just the defense, and maybe just trying to think about maybe giving some extra help to Javarius there or whoever was assigned to him on any given play?
Yeah, I thought he had a great game. I thought a lot of things kind of went his way. A lot of balls he caught today, we could have been better, as far as our angles to the completion point. I didn't think we tackled, as well as we've been tackling the last couple months. And anytime you're playing against a player like that, they're going to expose you. If you have an off day, like they're going to be the reason you get exposed. So, hats off to the kid. He had a great game. I'm hoping that he could keep it going, going forward. But I think for us, really what I said a couple minutes ago is, even if guys make a big play, catch a ball or, get a touchdown, it's all about the next drive and how we respond. And, we had some moments in the game where we responded well. But when we really needed it, we just couldn't get off the field.
Let's go next to Steve Walls. Go ahead, Steve. Steve, we can't hear you. We're going to have to come back to you. Let's go next to Nate Taylor. Go, Nate.
Hey, Tyrann, I know you mentioned earlier the big play that the Bengals were able to have, but can you just describe what it's like when you feel like you're this close to getting off the field on 3rd and 27 and they convert to keep that drive going to end the game?
Yeah, that one hurt, man. I'm pretty sure we all want that one back, as far as the players, even Spags and the coaches as well. I think, it's kind of good to have certain learning moments. Obviously, you never want to lose, especially, when we're chasing the things that we're chasing. Any loss feels like a letdown. It feels like you're going 10 steps back, and we just can't really let that affect us going forward. We still got a lot to play for. As of right now, we're still the number 1 seed. And so it's important for us to kind of keep that in mind. We got another big division game next week where those guys aren't going to just let us win the game. They're going to come out and try to compete. So we got to learn from this one, as bad as it hurt, playing in a decent environment where, they got a lot of young playmakers that can make plays. We just got to do our best to kind of learn from it and turn the page because, like I said, we still got a lot of football, that we need. We need to have confidence, going forward.
Last two, we're going to go Baha'i and then Kirby. Go Baha'i.
Hey, Tyrann, just to go back to the 3rd and 27 play, what's your sense of risk reward in that moment going into the play when you guys are blitzing like that? And Obviously, you want to see it play out differently, but how do you see it going into the play?
I think with the way the game was going, the kind of plays that those guys were making, the points that they were able to score, I think every series is important, when you talk about not allowing them to get points. And so I think in our mind, we were playing for those guys to, hopefully play for a field goal and kind of play into our hands. But, they had another game plan in mind, so and it worked. So they got us. So we'll learn from it, and I do believe we'll grow from that particular scenario.
And last to Herbie. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Tyrann, you do mention turning the page, and there is a lot riding on this last game. How do you and your teammates go about rallying and turning the page so you are mentally prepared for this final game?
I mean, you just go back to work. You don't point fingers. You don't blame coaches. You don't blame a particular play, a particular series. You just go back to work. You keep bonding with your teammates. You keep that chemistry alive, and you keep believing in your coaches as well. I think the reason we've gotten this good and we've gotten better as the season went on is because we believe in our coaches, and so we just got to keep that mindset. Obviously, Big Red won't let us relax, so we'll go back to work this week, and that's what we need. We just need to go back to work and just continue to believe in each other.
Thank you, Tyrann. Appreciate the time.
Thank you.
Robertson Chevrolet Buick GMC in Excelsior Springs has the trucks. And I'm here to report that you can stop looking for those new vehicles because Roberts Robinson has it. Roberts Robinson has over 80 vehicles on their lot ready to go out the door today. Roberts Robinson Chevrolet Buick GMC in Excelsior Springs. Go online to robertsrobinson.com.